Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video tutorial, I will be discussing about the reinforcement learning, which is the very important machine learning algorithm. Basically, reinforcement learning is the machine learning algorithm that continuously learns from its own action and experiences by interacting with the environment. Basically, in reinforcement learning, there are the two entities. One is known as the agent and another is known as the environment. And the agent continuously interact with the environment and it observe the environment just to take the action, to take the appropriate action. By observing the environment, it performs an action to achieve the desired goal. Any robot can be the agent or any other things can be the agent. And when the agent wants to achieve the desired goal, basically it interacts with the environment and it performs a particular action just to meet the desired goal. Whatever action it performs, the action is correct. In response to the correct action, the agent receives an award. And if it performs an incorrect action, then in response to the incorrect action, the agent receives the penalty. So the reinforcement learning basically works on the awards and penalties. Here we can understand it more clearly. The reinforcement learning can be well understood by this particular example of the driverless car. यहाँ पर हम देख सकते हैं कि एक ट्रैफिक लाइट है जिस पर एक कार खड़ी हुई है. The car wants to go from one place to another place, but here it encounters a traffic light, so it is standing still there on the traffic light. और ये वेट कर रही है कि आपकी ट्रैफिक लाइट कब ग्रीन हो. So in order to just perform an action, this is observing the environment. Environment को observe कर रही है, it is interacting with the environment, और आपकी कार वेट कर रही है कि आपकी लाइट जो है कब ग्रीन हो. जैसे ही लाइट ग्रीन होती है, ये this car will start moving and will perform a certain action. Then whatever action it has performed, it will get feedback from the environment. It will get the feedback back from the environment whether the action performed by this car is correct or not. So if this car has not performed the correct action, this will get the negative feedback and the reward function value or the value of the reward function will decrease on getting the negative feedback. And if this car has performed the correct action, it will get the positive feedback from the environment and the reward function value will increase. When this car gets the negative value, that is called the penalty. That penalty will decrease the basically and or reward function value. And when this gets the positive feedback, the reward function value increase. Based on the feedback also, this will update the policy. Means there is another term that is known as the policy. What is the policy? The policy is the strategy basically that is used to perform the correct action. Here we can see the key components of the RL algorithm. There are the 7 key components of the RL algorithm. First is known as agent, and second is the environment, which we have already discussed, and third one is the action, and fourth one is the state, fifth is reward, sixth is the policy, and 7 is the value function. In the next PPT slide, we will discuss about all these components in detail, one by one. Here you can see what is the agent. The agent is the learner or the decision maker that interacts with the environment and take action to achieve a goal. So in the previous example, we have already seen the example of car. The car is the agent, or robot or any other things could be the agent basically. So agent is the learner which learns and it basically interacts with the environment and performs a particular action to achieve the goal. And second is the environment. Environment is the surrounding or the physical world with which the agent interacts. By interacting with the environment, the agent performs a particular action in order to achieve the goal. Third is the action. The action is the set of possible actions that can be made by the agent to meet the desired goal. So action, the agent takes the action based on the policy also, or a particular strategy also. So a strategy or the policy gets updated based on the feedback. When the agent performs an action, it gets the feedback back from the environment, and based on that feedback, the agent updates its policy. So next is the state. State is the current situation of the agent in the environment. So in the previous this PPT, we can see the current position of this car is known as state. So state is the current position. So based on the policy, the agent decide what action the agent should take. Next is the reward. Reward is the basically scalar value, and it is nothing but the feedback which the agent gets from the environment. So reward is the feedback taken by the agent from the environment. Next is the policy. The policy is the strategy basically, which is used for the decision making to map situations to actions. Means what kind of action the agent has to take is decided by the particular policy or the strategy. So if the strategy allow the actions to happen or to take place, then according to the policy the agent would perform a particular action. So policy is nothing but a particular strategy which is prepared by the agent for the decision making to map situations to actions. Means whatever action the agent has to perform will be decided by the policy or a strategy. Means what kind of action the agent will have to take or is supposed to take will be influenced by the policy. That is already decided by the agent based on the feedbacks. Next, the value function. The value of state show up the reward achieved starting from the state until the policy is executed. So value function का अर्थ है आपका at any particular instant of time value of the what is the reward value for the particular state at any instant of time. कि किसी पर्टिकुलर इंस्टेंट ऑफ टाइम पे रिवार्ड फंक्शन की वैल्यू क्या है किसी पर्टिकुलर स्टेट के लिए. सो दिस इज नोन एज द वैल्यू फंक्शन. सो हियर वी कैन सी द अनदर एग्जांपल. Here we can see the another example. So here we can see the robot. The robot wants to get the diamond, and in this last column, last cell, we can see the diamond. And robot is working as an agent here. The desired goal of the agent is to get this diamond. So there are the multiple paths to reach to this diamond. But if this robot or this agent follows this path, then it encounters a hurdle. Basically, it encounters a fire. So when it tries to move in this direction, this gets feedback that there is a hurdle, there is a fire. So upon getting the negative feedback, this will not perform this action, and this will update its policy and will try to move in this direction. And when it will try to move in this direction, it get the feedback and it get the positive response or the positive feedback while moving in this upper direction. So this robot will start moving in this direction, but after reaching to this cell, it will decide whether it has to move in this direction or in this direction. So after performing the action in the each successive step, it just get the feedback, and if it gets the positive feedback, it continue to move in that direction. Otherwise, it update its policy and it change the direction. It update its policy in such a way that the reward gets maximized, and it simply choose the optimal path to reach to this last cell in order to get the diamond. Whatever action it performs, it receives the feedback, and based on the feedback, it updates its policy and then again performs action and just try to optimize the path basically in order to achieve the target. So this was the second example. Now I hope from this example the concept of reinforcement learning is quite clear. And now I request, if you like this video, kindly share it with your friends, and also press the bell icon button for the further notification and for my upcoming videos on the AI and data science. Thanks for watching this video.